Say the word, say the word. Say the word, come on. Say the word and we can run round the earth and around the sun. Say the word and we can say, forget about that better place. And I know you're healing, 'cause I know the feeling. The streets stop breathing. Seeing all the reasons we should forget about this place. I don't wanna leave here if you're just gonna stay. Changing like the seasons, been wasting all this time. Should be like satellites cast beyond the sky. Leave our fate for another day. Riding these horizons, we'll find our way. We'll leave our fate and fade into the night. Just follow me to paradise. Say we tried. Say the word and we can run round the earth and around the sun. Say the word and we can say, forget about that third race. And I know you're healing, 'cause I know the feeling. The streets stop breathing. I don't wanna let you. Say the word and we can run round the earth and around the sun. Say the word and we can say, say the word.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you don't know us already, our names are Dylan and Chris Zachariah. And this is DCZ Podcast. And it is a new week, Podcast 11. Should be Podcast 12, but we shall touch exactly why it's still Podcast 11.
Sorry. We hope that everybody had a wonderful weekend. And to follow up, we missed our last podcast because after the Spice Challenge, I developed a fever. I had 101.3.
Something like that.
Yeah, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning just sweating my ass off, and it was just bad. I do think it was because of the Spice Challenge, but that won't stop us because, future Spice Challenges are just going to get more and more spicy. But we didn't post anything because technically I run the Instagram page and he does everything else. So, I mean,
we missed one podcast.
We missed one.
You
but
weren't feeling well, but
yeah.
I mean, luckily it's not Corona or anything. You're completely
thank
fine
God.
now.
I had to quarantine myself for the whole day just to make sure because we have been, stepping outside the house.
I mean, I haven't gone out in over
outside
a month.
the front door, but not our gate. And I don't know. I wanted to be safe.
It's not Corona.
It's not Corona. I'm safe, guys. So, there's that. But on another note, speaking of Corona, India is now at 67,000.
And that too, lockdown's supposed to end in a week.
Yeah, and that too, India plans to reopen one of the world's largest working train railroads. And speaking of which, the CM of Tamil Nadu recently, I just saw a post saying that he's asked the Prime Minister to not lift the air, train, bus, and those kind of services in Tamil Nadu.
Public transport.
Yeah, he doesn't want any public transport coming to Tamil Nadu because he's basically like, no, we're not ready. So yeah, let's see if that happens.
The thing is that I think all the air travel is starting on the 14th, which is day after.
It's a bad idea. Bad idea.
Let's see.
Bad idea.
A lot of people do want extension still. By a lot of people, I mean obviously chief ministers and stuff. They all want to extend it.
They should. I've been hearing some rumors about colleges planning to reopen on August 1st also. It's not like they're planning to reopen in the next couple of months. Next couple of weeks itself. Even if the lockdown ends, they don't plan to open for another couple of months. So those of you who are at home doing college, get used to sitting in front of the computer. There are a few ways you can make your background different. Have you been looking at what people have been doing?
Oh my god, so many people are doing so many things.
I saw this one where there's this guy bringing himself a cup of coffee, and then people started reacting like, what? But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with your computer as well to make it fun for classes, although some of you don't have humorous teachers, so be careful on what you decide.
Since we're talking about what we're doing in Corona during this time, we should talk about what happened this morning. I don't know, you weren't really there for a lot of it, but so we have 2 bikes. Well, 3 bikes technically, but 2 bikes. We have the R15 and
we have 3 bikes.
Let's just say we're using 2 bikes more than 1 bike.
The third bike's more of like, hey, go off-roading, you got to pump up the
tires.
Do
the stupid stuff
Yeah,
on
stupid
that
stuff on the bike. Yeah.
Because we don't care if it breaks.
Yeah, it probably won't. It's gone through hell. But anyway, yeah.
So we had the R15 and my other brother Brandon, has been using that bike, and he's just been driving around the pool
and crashing it.
Yeah. And we have the R3, which hasn't been used in a long time, and today we decided to start it up, and there were rats inside.
I found out what wire they were chewing, by the way.
They chewed the light wire.
Nope, not just that one. The FI wire and the ECU wire has been chewed through as well. So good news is that specific wire is going to be like 2,000 rupees, 2,500 rupees.
It's not going to be.
The problem is it's the labor. It's the labor that's going to be a lot because they have to basically strip down the whole bike and rewire it. It's going to be hella hectic. And then they have to do a diagnostic search to see what other wires have been chewed. But thank God those rats didn't chew any of the fuel lines or anything, because then, it would have been really bad. And I even checked the air filter because the way bikes work on most automobiles, the air filter has an area where you can actually something can actually crawl inside of it, and if that happens, it could really damage the engine in the long run if you don't check it. But for this, let this be a good example for those of you at home who've not looked at your vehicle
And started it. Yeah, do start
please
your bike.
just go start it. Just put down your phone, go start your vehicle right now, rev it up a few times, make it hot, because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 there's something inside. This wasn't a rat, this was a rat that laid babies inside the bike.
Yeah. There were babies inside. It was not a good scene.
If they start chewing wires in your car, oof, those of you who have Mercedes and Jaguars, or even anything that's new, even the Kias, you guys are screwed. So you better go check it out. And the worst thing you can do is cover your vehicle and not check it, because what happened is we have 2 bikes that are parked outside. The R3 was covered and the R15 was not. So whether we were using the R3 or not, it was covered, and
it's a good hiding spot.
It's a good hiding spot.
And because it was not being used often, the rats decided to stay in there. And yeah.
So just go turn on your vehicle, rev it up a few times. You don't know what's inside. It could be like babies and the big rat's not there. Like, you don't know. So go check your vehicle, go turn it on, make it hot, and whatever is inside will get out.
Like, literally that rat had just laid babies, like either that night or like I don't even think the night before, like that night itself.
Well, I went outside 2 days ago to feed my guinea pigs, and I heard something moving around inside the bike, and I just kicked the tire to shake the whole bike, and it stopped. I thought it was a lizard. Sad, it was a rat.
It's annoying. But either way, now the rats are out. Now we need to maintain the bike as much as possible, but at the same time there's so many wires that are chewed, and it isn't performing to spec. So yeah, it's gonna be an issue. I think the bike should just go for a run. Maybe it'll be better, maybe it won't.
It hasn't been run. It needs to, we should just ride it for a few kilometers and then bring it back, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
it
so.
needs to be run. It's not being run. See, dealing with the bigger bikes, they need to be run more. If they sit, see, the little ones can sit. They can sit and they can sit and they can sit because they don't have a lot of going on inside of them. But the big ones need to be checked, maintained, run a lot. And this R3 was not, which is sad. But on other news, Elon Musk has a son with the name that looks like a math problem. It looks like a math problem.
I don't even know. Like, there's so many people that
how
say,
did the hospital say, okay, we can put this on the birth certificate, it's no problem. It looks like a math problem, equals 2, but it's okay, you put it. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what he's on some trip this week.
He's definitely making his own drugs in one of his factories. So, that's probably how he got the idea for his new Tesla. The what is it called? The one that looks
Neuralink.
Yeah.
What are you
the one that
talking
looks like
about?
a truck.
The
Cybertruck?
Cybertruck?
Yeah, the Cybertruck. Yeah, he was definitely on some drugs when he made that one.
I was actually just watching some videos on the Cybertruck, and I completely forgot about his reveal of it and how it was a huge fail. I don't know if you've watched it or not.
I saw it.
He had his glass crack and everything.
Yeah. He said his glass would be impenetrable, and then somebody just threw a rock and broke on the first try.
It was
sad,
unfortunate. It was actually a metal ball, and he actually explained what he doesn't know exactly what happened. They said that they don't do a lot of testing for their demos because they're focusing on actually building the vehicle.
What's the point of building it if you're not testing it?
It's not that they're not testing it; it's that they're not testing the demo as much. But he said that the thing is that if you watched before, you saw that the guy was hitting it with a sledgehammer, and he thinks that the glass might have cracked on the edge when the thing was when he was hitting with the hammer.
Excuses. That glass is supposed to be impenetrable. It's supposed to stop a bullet, right?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not buying it. So.
But on other news, he also plans to have a sort of microchip for microchip. We're gonna call it microchip because he's tripping. So it's supposed to cure. Ideally it's supposed to cure things like bipolar, ADHD, or even to cure paralysis in the legs or arms. That's what he says. But in my mind, have you seen the Kingsman #2, the second one? Well, in that movie, everybody got this sort of microchip SIM card, okay, and it linked, to one server, which is, like I said, we've made movies about this kind of situation, and basically what happened is, one guy who was considered to be a good person gave everybody free SIM cards, unlimited Wi-Fi, unlimited this, unlimited that.
She's the loudest person. Alright.
And at the end of the movie, everybody's head explodes, blah, 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 blah. So when Elon Musk decides to release this chip, I suggest you really consider. I mean, I'm going to get one, obviously. I'm going to do it. So you can come to DCC Podcast to see first reviews. But, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, aliens, now microchips, Terminator Salvation coming into the light. Have you noticed that every 100 years there's a pandemic? Every 100 years. 1720, 1820, 1920, now 2020.
We're just not... It's just gonna keep happening. Let's just be real.
Yeah, but gradually...
I'm thinking it's gonna happen even more now. Because, like, the world is getting more populated. I mean, we don't even have the space to really keep everyone. And with that also the wildlife, like how do we expect to manage all of that? Like, we need to go back to more simpler ways, if we put it that way.
Well, forget about the wildlife for a minute to just think about what happened this year. We had, the fires in Australia.
Yeah.
Then we had the death of Kobe Bryant, R.I.P.
And his daughter. Don't forget about that.
Yes, and his daughter. And they died by a car crash. Helicopter.
So you could imagine if coronavirus had come like a month earlier, they probably might have been alive, because air travel wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been a thing, but now it is.
The funniest VR moments of 2019. What do you watch?
Why are you on my YouTube?
It's on your YouTube. I don't know why.
You should actually watch. It's pretty funny.
I've been watching some architecture videos of interior design. That shit is fascinating. Like the way it happens.
I've been watching a lot of setups. Oh, it's so beautiful. Honestly, I finally found something that we've been trying to search for a really long time, which is this damn phone mount. So now we could expect some better quality, maybe. We'll find out.
Heavy flex on Dylan's phone.
Heavy flex.
I
I still don't think it does well with low light, but...
Wait. Tom Cruise is going to shoot a movie in space?
Yeah. You didn't know that? He's partnered up with NASA, and I think also Elon Musk and his SpaceX. And they're planning on going into space, and it's going to be completely filmed in space. The movie.
And this is what they're thinking about during COVID. This is nice. Yeah, let's just go to outer space. There's no disease out there.
I mean, it'll be the first of its kind, right?
Yeah, and it's actually...
But it's going to be
really
really
better than
fucking
Tom Cruise.
expensive. It's going to be really
Yeah, but look who's
expensive.
funding it. NASA and this
Yeah,
guy.
they're sponsored with NASA, but I mean, that's still really expensive. Just because they're sponsoring it doesn't mean it's not going to be expensive.
Well, I'm still waiting for Top Gun.
All these movies, I'm waiting for Ghostbusters, actually.
Ghostbusters I'm not very keen on watching after the last one.
I kind of like the last one, but I mean, this one is kind of
We're talking about the
reminiscing.
new one recently with the all-female cast, right? That one was good, but...
I'm talking about a new one that's coming out.
Yeah.
This
with the
year.
same actors or actresses?
No. It's a different kind of Ghostbusters, but it's also linked with the old
If it's anything like
the
Birds of
original
Prey,
cast.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Birds of Prey. I
It was
haven't.
so shit.
You know,
Don't
the
even watch
trailer
that
was so
movie.
bad. I didn't even
Don't
want
watch
to watch
that.
it.
I saw it twice. Once with my girlfriend, once with mom and dad. Fell asleep both times around the same time during the movie.
I can't.
It's
I
so
can't.
boring.
I really can't.
But speaking of movies, recently I've been trying to get this guy to watch 12 Strong, and he's...
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
When?
You know, your friend DJ has seen it. Oh, I'm sorry,
Okay.
not DJ. His dad has seen it. 12 Strong.
Okay.
It's actually a really, 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 really good movie. You should definitely watch it.
What's it about?
So when 9/11 happened, there was a group of 12 soldiers.
Oh right, yeah. You've
Yeah,
explained this to me.
They had a 2-year timeline. And they did their mission in 3 weeks. which
do wanna
is
note something.
crazy.
I don't know if these people are noticing, but everything is kind of slightly opening up. We've not done anything this weekend. Let's just be real.
Yeah, I was going to, but I just quarantined myself out of fear. Like, I didn't think I had COVID-19, but I was like, I don't want to go out of my room anymore.
I was just fucking lazy. I didn't do anything. I've been enjoying my weekend though. Enjoying that.
But on another note, we have Adele with her huge weight loss.
I know. I if I could actually pull up a photo, let me try. You continue.
I'm actually excited for her new album that's gonna release. I know her husband took all of her shit, but like she's if anybody can do it, Adele can do it.
What, did she get divorced or something?
I didn't really look that much into it. I know he just took her shit and it was kind of fucked up. You know, what a douche. You know, married a really famous woman, then leave her. It's kind of messed up. Whatever the reason is, you don't do that to anybody, whether they're famous or not. Especially if it's not money that you earned. But yeah, I'm excited for her upcoming album. I think it's going to be super, super, super amazing. And I think that, this is going to be the best way for her to say, fuck you, you can take all of it. I can just get it back like that. And, that's a good thing. On another note, we have some news that Canada will be raising wage top up for essential workers within $2 billion, which means people who have to go to work are going to be, their salaries are going to be increased, which is going to be very helpful in the long run because, a lot of people are struggling and, it's going to be very helpful for them. So, yeah, we do have a photo of Adele for you guys.
I'm just going to...
But Dylan's working on it. I'm still coughing. My throat's kind of messed up today. But, we haven't really made a huge script today, but, we don't think that we're going to have Mr. Spice come on today because I don't want to get sick again.
Yeah, it ain't pulling up. It's
GB God, yes, I do remember you and your little brother.
Okay, this is the best I could pull up. So
this is horrible, but they get the gist. So on the right side, nearest to our screen, the right side image, that is Adele before and after, which is
exactly that's a huge loss,
wow.
especially during quarantine. Like that is a huge loss.
Yeah, but if she can do it, you can do it.
I am doing it.
Truth. How much weight have you lost so far?
6 kgs.
In how many days?
How many days? Oof. No, I've lost 6 kgs in a couple of months, but that's just been watching what I eat. But now, pursuing my career, I have been working out in the gym a lot more and eating what I like. So, but now I'm gonna start watching what I eat, and I'm starting a diet and working out. So it's gonna be hell for me. I'm gonna be on the podcast like.
Yeah, I'm just basically what I do already. But I cannot believe I did this. When I was a kid, I was about 140 kgs at the age of 14. And in about 8 months, I lost 70 kgs, which was fucking crazy.
I need to get under 80 kgs, and I'm 95 at the moment. But start of the year, I was 101.
101. You crossed the 100 mark. Sad.
But then now I'm 95 and losing.
I'm 67. I need to put on weight. It's hard for me to put on weight also because no matter how much I eat, I just don't gain. Even if I just eat chocolate, I just get sick. I don't gain any weight. And most of that's because I'm always walking around. I'm always climbing stairs. I'm always doing something.
I'm just like watching myself right now, and I am not like the fact that I shaved my mustache. Like, it looks so weird. My face just looks like a baby face.
I just saw a post today. Some meme page posted, "Gentlemen, stop shaving your heads and shave your mustache." Maybe you should take that hint.
A lot of people are saying I have a pedo mustache.
It does look a little bit like that. Like, it's what pedophiles do have as a mustache. It'd be like a few strands.
It wasn't a few strands. But it's a bigger mustache than Brandon has, and he has a full beard.
Yours isn't necessarily a pedo mustache because you're 16.
You gotta tell us how, Chris. Oh, the weight loss. You were loud. Sierra, come. What?
God, you can hear her like stepping also. But I have an overactive thyroid, so it was as soon as I got off my medication, I just started cycling, swimming, running. It helped. Help for running. It really helped to have people chase me, and in that sense, I grew up in St. Louis, and technically, white kids inside of a black neighborhood isn't like the best mix. That too, fat white kids. Yeah, it wasn't fun. So I had a lot of running to do. But I don't suggest anybody do what I did. I also starved myself for 8 months straight. I only had fruits and vegetables in either in a liquid form or a solid form. Nothing else. No meats, no carbs, nothing. So for breakfast, I'd have an apple. For lunch, I'd have a couple of carrots and an orange, because I stuck to the same color. Keep that in mind. Yeah, yeah. And
How is apple and orange?
orange and carrots.
Oh, okay, like that. I thought you meant apples and... Okay, yeah,
And for
continue.
dinner, I'd have something with high potassium, like banana or something like that. And I ate a lot of peaches and a lot of dates and a lot of nectarines, so that was going for me. But yeah,
I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that.
it caused long run suffrage because now I have that problem. So the only way to fix that is to put on muscle, which is very easy for me also. Like I could just go to the gym for one day and I can lose my love handles. Holy shit, they got bigger. Yeah, I need to go back to the gym.
So we've been I've been like following this gym schedule, which is one day gymming, one day break, one day gymming, one day break. So every alternate day I was going to the gym. Today was my alternate day. I feel like shit today because I haven't gone, but we were planning on going tomorrow, but I might have a midnight gym sesh before I go for my shower.
Oh my god, I need to go
Midnight.
back to the gym. I can feel my love handles coming back. I don't want my girlfriend to see me fat. She can get fat, that's okay, but not me.
You're actually not. Do you want to? We're gonna fix this whole camera situation.
I'm
it's
painting
pissing
this
me off.
tonight. We had
Pissing me
ideas
off.
to paint this whole thing, and then we just had a very lazy and sick week. I've had a lazy sick weekend.
I've been going to the gym, and yeah, that's about it. I've been watching the show Ozark. Have you watched Ozark before?
No, have you
Ozarks?
watched Pandemic?
Pandemic. Explained?
No, that's Coronavirus Explained. Pandemic's on Netflix.
I want to say I have, but I haven't kept up with the series. If you
It's
put
like
that.
one season, like 12
Yeah,
episodes.
I haven't kept up with that, but
Yeah.
I've watched like.
I've been watching a lot of that crap. I love a lot of it. Oh, you know what movie I watched recently? Life.
Life.
Have you seen Life?
Can you explain?
Life
it
is
to me?
fucked up.
Can you explain it to me?
I mean that in the literal sense because of coronavirus and the movie.
Life.
Life.
It sounds
It
so
has
familiar.
so in the beginning of the movie, it's about 6 people in a space station, and they get a sample from Mars, and they try to like wake it up, and they call it Calvin. And I'm not gonna ruin the movie for you, but you should fucking watch this movie.
I think I have. It sounds very.
It's got that
familiar.
same. It's got what's his name? The guy who played Deadpool. What's his name?
Oh shit! I forgot his name as
yeah,
well.
him. He's in the movie. He dies.
Great spoiler. Damn, what's his name?
You don't know when. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yes.
What a guy, no? Ryan Reynolds.
He's a very interesting actor. Let's just say, like I enjoy his whole Deadpool vibe. But I mean.
I didn't
don't
enjoy
really
his
watch.
Green Lantern vibe.
I don't think anyone enjoyed his Green Lantern vibe.
I mean, the movie in of itself, I'd give it 3 out of 100.
Have you watched The Happening?
Yeah, I've seen that happening.
That shit is scary.
Did you watch The Forest?
No, I'm not watching that shit. The trailer looks so shit.
Man. Okay, for those of you who are under the age of 17, do not watch Life. But
I better not watch. Oh my god, I better not watch.
no, you're my brother. I'm gonna make you watch it. That's different. I'm
I'm
talking
turning
about.
17 next month.
I thought it was this month. Wait, what
It's
month is
May.
it? Oh shit. Wait, no, it's not. Is it? Is it May?
May 11th.
Bruh, time's going too slowly.
What are you talking about? It's already May.
June, July, August, September. Ooh, 4 months. I turned 24.
It feels like yesterday when I won an X1 Grand Finales. I just have to bring it up.
Feels
every
like
podcast.
yesterday when I turned 23.
23. You're 23? Thought you
Yeah.
were 20. Oh no, yeah, you are 23. You're turning 24.
You thought I was 20?
No, I thought
I
you were
look
22.
20.
Thought you were 22.
I look 20.
That I see that.
I look 17. This is bad. It's I'm gonna grow my hair out. Oh, but yeah, you know, you should definitely watch Life. I'm gonna make you watch that movie tonight. It's actually worth watching. Like,
I'm gonna fall asleep. That's what I'm about
no,
to do.
you won't. Not with this movie. Like, you think it's boring, but it's not. Like, the first couple of scenes itself makes you want to just like it's messed up. But it's a good concept. But watch The Rain. Have you seen The Rain, Dylan?
Durain?
The Rain.
Durain?
The Rain.
Durain?
Johnson, yeah, Dwayne Johnson. Have you seen The Rain?
No, I've not.
Is it on Netflix? If it's not on Netflix,
I
I'm
thought
not
you were
watching it.
12, Chris. God throwing shots at you right now.
At least I'm not actually 12. Ooh.
God he's throwing shots at you, God. You gotta retaliate.
Oof. Have you seen a picture of him? He actually looks 12.
I'm not saying anything.
I've seen a picture of him. He actually looks 12. His brother looks older than him.
I've not seen his brother. I've seen him.
His brother looks older than him. I was just looking at some recent posts. You know, I used to send his brother gifts all the time. Him and his brother both. I just send them gifts all the time. His brother was the only one who actually like posted and said, "Thank you, Prince Slurp." Speaking of which, you traitor. You didn't even post for when I did it for you. But speaking of which,
I
I'm
have some crazy ideas.
gonna give away my Fortnite account.
You're gonna give away your Fortnite account? You know that's illegal, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, you can't give your Fortnite account as per Fortnite's rules and regulations.
Well, they can't stop me. I mean, I've already given it to somebody else, and I'm just gonna give it to somebody else again. So who
yeah,
cares?
but someone who's related to you.
Actually, I didn't give it. It was stolen. So
Yeah, you can claim that back.
yeah, I'm gonna claim it back and give it to somebody else.
You haven't seen me? I feel like I have.
I've seen him.
I feel like I have.
I have.
I feel like he's posted it on his
Keith
account
has
before.
shown me photos of you also. Which is sad for you. Your own brother betrayed you.
Fortnite is gay. You know, I actually had Fortnite written on my wall and I fixed that. So
By
yes,
putting
Fortnite
a
is
giant
gay.
black rectangle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
I saw
much
that.
better. It's uneven. I don't know if you've noticed it, but it's actually slanting.
I'm just gonna take some white paint and put PUBG on it. When you're
And
sleeping.
put PUBG.
Yeah. Fortnite is gay though.
Fortnite is gay.
Fortnite's all about the cosmetics. It's not about it's not about skill anymore. Everybody's the same. Everybody's the same skill set almost. Like, fuck, even Mom has gotten better at it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Like, she still
she
can't
can't
figure
be
out.
the same skill set.
She
right?
still can't figure out that if you're running and shooting, you can't. Like, it doesn't work. You should stop and wait for like the little plus to get smaller. She doesn't get these concepts.
Crosshairs.
But yeah.
Man, there's just so much stuff. I feel like there's so much we can do. We're just so lazy.
There's not much to do, to be honest. Like, we've pretty much done everything in the first month of quarantine.
No,
But
I mean, I'm
I've
talking about
only-
the podcast itself.
I've only been quarantined for about a month and 2 weeks, to be honest. Like, because
I've been on lockdown for over 2 months for sure. I think we're coming up on 2 months.
I was with my girlfriend for about 2 or 3 weeks during lockdown when it started. And then we were together for about 2 or 3 weeks in her place. And then I came here when, you know, the lockdown ended and then it got back up again. And now it's been over a month.
You know what we need to get? Another freaking boom arm.
We can't.
If lockdown ends in a week,
Ooh.
then yes.
Amazon's
shall.
planning on using drones to deliver packages.
They're not gonna make money. Meanie. I'm so confused on what God is on right now.
Meanie? Oh. He's talking about his brother. His brother called him a traitor.
Oh,
It's funny, they're probably in the same room and they're typing this to each other.
I swear they probably are. Just like how we're in the same room talking about the most random shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like Elon Musk, we have no knowledge of that.
Yeah, you know what? I told my girlfriend, do you know who Elon Musk is? She's like, who? And I'm like, Elon Musk, SpaceX, you know, Tesla, you know, crazy son's math equation first name. She's like, who? And then I had to send her a link of it. And she's like, this guy looks like a comedian. And I was like,
She doesn't know who.
No, she
Elon
didn't know
Musk-
who Elon Musk was. But she knows like all the celebrities on YouTube.
How do you not know Elon Musk?
Yeah, well, she does now. She said that she's going to go and check him out and see, what he does and everything. But she said he looks like a comedian and his work sounds like comedy. Because I think she saw the video of his demo for his car. But yeah, Tom
Accurate
Cruise.
as fuck. Yeah, I know. We are.
They agree. They agree on this. But to further the outer space with Tom Cruise.
Could you imagine if I had the mic like this?
No.
Why not?
I bet there's a way to do it for hanging it from the ceiling. That's
Yeah,
false
you know
ceiling.
that they actually do that. Like this wire is really like it is long enough to like hang it on top, and it just hangs down. But
That's
nah,
what she
I'm
said.
not gonna do that.
What?
I'm not gonna even make a comment on that, sir.
But yeah, small script today.
Small script today.
Monday being, a boring day for everybody. A lot of people are trying to get back to work, but here's what we need to remember, that COVID-19 isn't going to vanish for another 2 years. And what I mean by that is what...
It'll never vanish.
It'll never vanish.
I think the only virus that's completely removed off of Earth or something like that is chickenpox, actually. Because there's
What?
a vaccine for it and stuff. Like, no one has chickenpox.
I've never had chickenpox.
Me neither. I think it's because we've been treated for it. Like
No, I was never treated for it, but I saw kids who had it. And I told you in the last 2 streams I wanted to play Connect the Dots. I thought it was actually a game. I was a very illiterate child. But,
How close were you to them? Because that stuff
2
is
feet.
transmitted
2 feet.
through the air.
2 feet. We were in line. And this kid started scratching his neck, and the teacher was like, what are you doing? Walked behind. He was like 2 people behind me. And he's like, what are you doing? And they pulled him out, and like, oh, chickenpox. This is back when...
You inhale that shit. That's
Rip.
it. It's a big F. But I think at this point the only thing that if the vaccine is not created fast enough, herd immunity is going to be the only thing.
Oof. He's calling out your shots.
Well, that's not true.
He's calling out your shots.
What shots did I just say?
So maybe it's about this thing about chickenpox. Did you
That's-
fact check it? Is our viewers calling out your facts?
Again, I've watched something, so I could be wrong. I'm not gonna say I'm right. Let's just say that.
I don't think that chickenpox is completely gone, to be honest, because I remember recently.
Maybe that's not the only because I said like chickenpox is the only thing. Maybe he's referring to that as well. Maybe it's not the only thing.
Have to wait for him to respond. But yeah, COVID-19 is not going to vanish for another 2 years, and by that I mean
Maybe that's what he said. That's not true.
No. It's not gonna. If he says that, then the joke's on him. But it's not gonna vanish for another 2 years because people who have it and haven't been registered, we don't know, and the people who don't have it, could get it when lockdowns end, and people who aren't poor could become poor, and then poverty is going to become even bigger. So the main thing is if you have money, don't spend it unnecessarily. Don't buy that Starbucks coffee. Don't buy that new car. Don't do anything with it. Don't even buy Fortnite skins. That's the biggest waste.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Uno. But I agree with Chris. So he's talking about you.
I think you win.
No, I don't.
I agree with Chris.
But
I agree with Chris on what? I'm so
but
confused.
Let him type, bro. Let him type. So with what I said is if your family does have money and you see people who are struggling, like your neighbor, like the next door. If you live in an apartment, the next door, they could be struggling. Share your money. Don't go buy that shirt at H&M. Don't go buy that new car. How many cards have I dealt? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Virus pulling up. Oh, you're doing 10 cards now?
Yeah. And
Your Fortnite skins, virus.
No, not my Fortnite skins. No. Don't buy any more Fortnite skins.
Virus on his Fortnite.
Just think of it this way: you spend how much is one of the legendary Fortnite skins? What, 2,000 V bucks?
There isn't a legendary Fortnite.
2,000 V
skin.
bucks.
I have no idea. I really don't know.
They range between 1,000 to 1,000 V bucks. And how much is 1,000 V bucks? 800 rupees, right?
Yes, 800 rupees.
Think of it this way: families in poverty have an income, a monthly income of 1,000 rupees. Okay, you're spending that on Fortnite skins when you could have given it to a family to feed them for a month. Just think of it that way. You don't need these things. So for the next 2 years, things like money itself are going to vanish. It's not going to be a lot of money around. There's not going to be a lot of people on flights. There's not going to be a bunch of group tourism. There's not going to be a bunch of, hospitality.
That's the thing actually is all the countries that really rely on tourism is fucked. Like Dubai, they are heavy reliant on the amount of tourists.
But Dubai's
that
got
come.
money. Dubai's got hella money.
Actually, that's not true. Like UAE, what is it called?
UAE.
UAE United. Yeah, UAE has a lot that they've been funding a lot of stuff.
But yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Whereas back to me, ain't.
Reverse back to you, Mike.
Just be considerate about your money, especially if it's not your money, if it's your parents' money. If you're bringing no income to the house, don't ask for Fortnite skins. Don't be a child.
Virus.
Green.
Uno.
Yellow. But yeah, don't be a child with it. What else? On the other note, people who have
I'm gonna hit you with red.
people who have doctorates and everything are going to be able to continue their work. Blue. But people with who are social media influencers, like people who are there's this what were those people who traveling recently? You were showing me a video, Dylan. Those people who went to that private island. What was their name?
Who went to those private?
It's like a couple who went to a private island recently. You were showing me a YouTube video. They were YouTube influencers. They travel for a living.
Kara and Nate?
I think so. Like people like them, out of a job.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
Because they're non-essential. They're non-essential to the community. Like they don't provide any sort of essential, skill.
I mean, technically, even our job isn't essential.
Truth, but
I mean, almost every other job except for police.
Like I was thinking of
ambulance.
going into interior design as college within the end of next year, and now I'm thinking
Is
it's a 4. And now I'm thinking like, will there even be a market
Green.
for it? So at the same time, I don't know. Like
There's a lot
things could change.
There's a lot of things, yeah.
Things can change very quickly. But I hope it doesn't, because I'm really interested. See, COVID-19 ain't going to go away so easily. There's going to be somebody in the world in some corner who's going to have the virus. This is true. This is the issue. And like I
but
said,
if there's a vaccine for it,
like I said, yeah, but you would have to aerial disperse it to get everybody.
if the vaccine comes, we're good. Let's just say that.
Okay, but think of it this way. How many? Hello? Green.
Green?
But think of it this way. If like I said in previous
Uno.
streams,
Red.
like I said in previous streams, if we were to test 1 lakh people a day, it would take us 35 years to test the last person in India.
How many are we doing? That's the
UFC
thing.
is starting a private fight island. They even hosted an event yesterday with no crowd. Literally, the only live sport on TV. It is actually a good idea. We have a lot of private islands surrounding countries, and we don't use them. I think there are a few celebrities who own a few islands also.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't have to be around the country as well. There could be islands that are like in mainland on a lake.
What's the color?
Red.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. But, green. But yeah, it's actually a good idea having a private island.
We have
And
two.
I don't even know which one. This is the one. But oof, I'm actually stuck on this private island. Doesn't Will Smith also own a private island? Or Tom Hanks or somebody
There we go.
somebody owns a private island. But yeah, we should definitely take use of these.
Bro, are you serious, bro? What the hell?
Not everyone can get the vaccine. That's what I'm saying. Even if we were to aerial disperse it, we'd have to cover a large portion.
Yeah, but okay, think about it this way: is that even though the vaccine is there, we will also at the same time develop herd immunity, and with that, it'll be like a flu.
That's
most
if we
people.
can develop herd immunity. You have to think of it that way.
I mean, it's
Like,
we've always evolved
For instance, like this whole family could have COVID-19, but we don't show any symptoms. We could all be carriers. So how do you locate the carriers as to the infected?
right,
Only
but,
by testing them.
right, but at the same time, like
So
we could also have a much stronger immunity system to a point where it just is a cold, nothing else.
True, but with kids
But
starting to
we will
smoke
be more
cigarettes at the age of
contagious.
13 these days, I doubt anybody of our generation will have this kind of immunity. Like it's really sad.
I want. Let's just say blue.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Opponent
9,
draws 15
10,
cards.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What's the color?
Blue.
So I hate you, but I'm gonna do this because you annoyed me. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's just do a couple of those. Yeah, you ready?
Mhm.
Okay. So draw 2,
Okay.
draw 2 more, draw 2 more, draw 2 more.
Draw 2.
That's fucked up.
So how many do you have to draw there?
10. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6.
And I'm just gonna hit you with a 1.
Just be cautious about your money, guys. It's just really think about it. And I've been telling people who've been making like luxury like foods at home, pizzas and fried rice and everything. Stop doing that. Conserve, because you never know. Like, this could be the last time you can go and buy pastrami, or this could be the last time you can go and buy cheese. And people and companies also at the beginning, like a month ago, companies were like weren't able to give the amount of milk that they were producing, and they were basically wasting. So you guys got to be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Why can't the carrier be infected? No, like we can be carriers of the virus before we show symptoms. That's the reason why it's spreading so rapidly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could
No,
have
I
it
think
right
that's
now.
yeah. We could have it right now and not show
And you
any
won't know,
symptoms.
and then
we'll
after-
know in like a week or so.
No. You could have it, not show any symptoms, still have it, and then when you go and meet somebody who doesn't have the same immunity as you, you give it to them. There, it's spreading once again. That's why I think it's such a horrible idea to end lockdown until everybody's tested. They should, every single country should initiate martial law and say you cannot leave your house unless you are tested.
Right, but at the same time, I think again herd immunity is just gonna be a thing.
I don't really care for herd immunity. I don't depend on other people to, get me through this virus. I think it's a stupid idea. Reverse back to me. 6.
I believe in herd immunity. I think, yeah, we will.
To what
evolve.
extent in India?
No, herd immunity means that you create a resistance to the virus once you already get the virus.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you play? I'm so
Mm.
confused. Okay.
I don't know. It's okay. I have too many cards to count anyway. Dependent on herd immunity is a bad idea.
What'd you play? Jesus. Green. Two. Dun. Damn it.
9.
Yeah.
Green. Can you see? Yeah, now you guys can see.
Bruh, how many yellows? Yellows. It's just yellows.
You really think the government won't come door to door testing people? No, I don't think they
There's
will.
no greens.
I don't think they will. And the reason why is the government doesn't even have enough police for every what did I say yesterday?
100.
For every 100,000 people, there's like 170 police officers. So no, I don't think they will. And that too, you have to be the public also has to be willing to be tested. And there are certain people who still think that they're doused in the blood of Christ, or that God can save them or whatever. They have immunity.
There is nothing yet to prevent you from getting the virus
There is
or surviving
absolutely
it.
nothing. And no matter how strong your faith is, you must remember that in all faiths, God can only show you the way, cannot do things for you. So if you think, oh, he's done this for me, he's protected me from COVID-19, happy getting sick. In every single religion, they say that God shows you the way, right? There's no such thing as they've done this for me. They've helped you get to where you are. But no, there's nothing that'll save you. So yeah.
And the only thing that'll save you is a vaccine.
What was the color?
Green.
The only thing that'll save you is a vaccine, and as of now, there's no such vaccines. Wait, weren't you supposed to keep drawing until you got a green?
Yeah, I don't know why you played that.
Take it back. But yeah,
God, bro.
There's no such. Nope.
Oh my God. 1, 2.
And the color's green.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you said the color was green. Fine, screw it.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Do you think herd immunity is going to save you?
I mean, I don't think COVID will kill me because I don't have an underlying issue and I don't smoke and I don't have any respiratory disease.
Okay, let me stop you there. I smoke.
Right.
And you're around me all the time.
Yeah, but I don't smoke.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of secondhand smoking?
Right, but I don't smoke. I don't think that's enough smoke for me to have a respiratory issue.
Bro.
And it's not. And
I'm going to school you right now. People have gotten cancer from secondhand smoke.
Yeah, that obviously, but I'm saying that I don't hang around you enough for me to get cancer or for me to have a respiratory issue. Like I would have to be in your smoke at all times.
That's not true, but it is what it is. But no, herd immunity does require everybody to have the same sort of immune systems, but you have to remember that we are in a third world country where sickness is one of the leading problems for the communities. So to have herd immunity require a lot of people to be healthy, and not a lot of people are healthy.
No, herd immunity means that you acquire the virus before and you gain an immunity to it.
Correct. So you're telling me that in order to get herd immunity, we all have to get sick first?
Your virus, the virus has to be exposed to the body, so the immunity system knows what the virus is. Like a flu, the reason why a flu isn't that that bad anymore is because of the fact that 1, we have vaccines for it, and 2, our body has been exposed to the immunity for a really long time.
Okay, but once again, it requires everybody to get sick first, right? Or be exposed to the virus, right?
Yeah.
So, you know how many deaths you're going to have if people decide to do that?
Right, but at the same time, everything can... I'm not going to say everything will get back to normal, but it'll.
If there's a cheap way to be tested, then you shouldn't be using it. I'm going to be very frank. If there's a cheap way to be tested for COVID-19, you should not be using it. I mean, you should only be tested by people who are qualified to test you.
No, I think that's what he meant.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you, if there's a cheap way at hospitals, okay. But if you're referring to self-testing, no, don't do that shit because
Self-testing is a thing.
You don't know where your kit came from.
No, but I'm saying self-testing is a thing, but it's better to get tested by an actual.
It's like taking a thermometer and taking your temperature and then going to the hospital where they have like really expensive machines that do that for you and give you a more accurate reading. Like, you should depend on their hospitals. You should definitely depend on them. They're much more efficient in what they do. Skip you. Steady drawing at this point.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm gonna keep drawing.
I think herd immunity is the best thing at the moment. Actually, quarantine's the best thing, but
Lockdown's the best thing.
that's what I meant. Quarantine, same thing.
We should all sign
Go.
cheap, more like affordable. Yeah, but to what extent? Like, would you want affordable at home, or would you want affordable in the hospitals? Because one is definitely a better idea than the other.
I don't think he's referring to at home.
Yeah, but a lot of people want to do it at home.
Yeah, if there's a way to do it at home,
Fuck's sake!
should definitely get tested.
Green. And it's my turn, right? So you're drawing more than two. Skip you.
Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15.
5. Look at this. What is this? Well, you can't expect 100k people to be going to the hospital. True, that's the problem. But at the same time, you don't know where your kits are coming from. So you have also that as a risk. And, you're right with 100k people going to the hospital, that's going to flood the system. So that's why I'm saying, COVID-19 is not going to vanish for another 2 years because, we need time to test everybody. And
I feel like
the virus aren't going to go to the same place. Yeah, that's also there too. So the people who do have the virus will obviously be sectored off in a different space, but it's only a matter of time before. So as of now, the government.
But isn't the whole point of the testing to find out who has the virus or not?
Yeah, but how are you going to test? How many people are in India? Over 1 billion people, right? Or what?
Yeah, but
2 billion,
how
3
do you
billion?
section that off?
That's the issue. And first is finding them. Second is catching them. Third is, are they willing or not? Fourth is testing them. Then if they're positive or not, then it's going to be a long process. So everybody should look at this as a long way. Like for instance, it doesn't even matter what country you're in anymore because one of the best countries, like the U.S., is going through such a horrible time. They're leading the numbers, and now Italy has surpassing their death toll, which is even worse. There's going to be a contact before and after the test.
That's the thing. There should be a way for testing. I mean, at this point, I think India is only able to handle the people who have symptoms. I don't think anything more.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and that's because of the fact also that there's just so many people here.
So basically, I think the best thing for India to do right now is to address the cases that are confirmed, and then the ones who aren't, just let it be. And when there's a cure, everybody should just go take it. Everybody, whether you've had it, or do have it, or don't have it, go take the cure, because that's the only way we're going to stop it from spreading ever again. And once that happens, then we can start relaxing again.
Once the vaccine is confirmed, it's just gonna be like a flu.
True, but even after COVID-19 ends, when everybody's cured of it, we have to look at the economy falling as well. People are
The
going to be out of
economy,
jobs.
every country will suffer from the economy. Unfortunately, that's just one of
I
the
suggest
things.
everybody should use this time to learn something new.
Red.
Learn a skill set that's going to benefit the government or the community.
Like Brandon, he was planning on getting into flying, but like that's not a business to get into right now because it's being suffered so much.
Mm-hmm. Draw 4. And the color is yellow. So draw 2 more. Draw 6. So you have to draw 10. But yeah, even I was going to do interior design, it's not going to work out, I don't think. I mean, unless, we decided to build any new buildings or houses. But I think a lot of people are going to be selling their homes instead. So then maybe I could get into it for renovations. I don't know, let's see.
The stocks are just gonna fail. Everything is just gonna.
Yeah,
go to
please don't
shit.
invest in the stocks. You
No,
want to invest?
I mean,
you wanna
invest in the
something?
stocks, but because it'll be cheap
You
now.
want to
But like,
invest in something? Invest in something that's still working, that will always be working. Like, one good thing you should invest in is I want to say the Swiggy or Zomato or Dunzo, but I don't even know how those are going to do after some time. With capable bodies decreasing every day. Is it my
After
turn or
you?
your turn?
I played the 7.
Draw 2. And it's your turn.
You just placed a draw 2. It's
Oh.
your turn. Dun dun.
Where's back to me? But herd immunity is not going to work. I don't think it's a very dangerous concept. It is a good idea, but it requires a lot of sacrifice.
It's not a concept. It's reality. And
The video game industry is on fire right now because everybody has the ability to watch it. But again, with everybody having all this extra free time, the competition is also very high. So, for instance, people like us, Swaggy Dilly and I, we may be very good at the games we play, but
it's not really competition, I would say, Chris. It's also a lot of gamers and influencers rely on ads, and ads rely on the customers. And right now it's coming to a point where a lot of people will not have money because they're going to be either out of a job or it's just the unfortunate event. The economy is going to fail. So I mean, the advertisements are going to, obviously prices are going to go down. There's going to be less advertisements. There's going to be less people donating. So even the gamers are getting their fair share of, the influencers are getting their fair share of not having money.
yeah, that's why we thought of doing YouTube, because YouTube is never gonna vanish. It's gonna stick around for a while.
I don't think that's the reason why we got on. I think we just wanted something different. Everyone
Still
has
my
YouTube.
turn. Oh, draw 15, and the color is yellow.
Draw 15. What are you doing to me?
I love that
bloody?
card. But yeah, the video game industry might be on fire right now, but it's not going to last. It's not something that you should get invested in. I suggest you learn a skill that's going to be useful in the future, like something that would generate jobs, something that would generate money, because money is going to vanish. There's going to be less and less and less of it. Already there's less of it. And you know what, Dylan? Have you noticed that if you look at the India numbers for the coronavirus, it started spiking when they released this thing, the Tasmax Open. It spiked a lot. Like, there is a line that India's been following on their chart, and when the Tasmax opened, it started crossing the line. So like I said, bad idea.
Red.
Turned worse. It is what it is. Your turn. Thank God we didn't go out.
We actually did go out when all of this was starting, and we were in Phoenix the same time someone was confirmed, or the week
Yeah.
before, confirmed case of corona. So like
In
that was a huge
Phoenix.
scare. But I mean, they only released that information like a month later, so we knew we didn't have it.
Yeah, but the game is fun and interesting, but who's going to send you money? Like, if you're streaming on Twitch, you rely on ads and bits. If-
Right, and if no one has money,
Yeah, if nobody has money, where do you think you're going to get money from? Just ads. You get, like, what, 1 or 2 cents per ad? And what are you going to do?
not one
Just
or two
play
cents.
ads.
It's a complicated system, but it's gonna be
You
less.
have to be really good at what you do to play a bunch of ads, and it's just hectic. It's just hectic. It's not for us. 3,
Yeah, I played that,
7.
and it's actually not on based on who's better that gets more ads. It's just
You know
It's
this
just-
game still hasn't ended.
I know, right? It's been going for so long. It's gonna extend to past our stream.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. Ski view.
There you go.
Employees must wash hands.
It's just gonna be very unfortunate.
Ski view.
Unfortunately,
Ski view. 2.
play 2 of green, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Red.
Blue.
Red.
Blue. Uno.
Um, uh, let's just say red.
I lose. He has a swap hand card. So yeah, that's going to be the end of our stream today, guys. Like I said, we did not have Mr. Spice come on today because
Yeah.
I had fever last time. I'm
Not corona. Let's just
not corona.
just not feeling well after all that spicy food.
Unfortunately, it wasn't corona.
You know, it's weird because you're like the spice guy.
Yeah, if I've never gotten fever from spice. Also,
Maybe.
I think it
too
was just
much.
something I wasn't eating properly that day or something like that.
Y'all know about Valorant? Yeah, of course. I know about it, but like
Mm-mm.
I've never played it.
Mm-mm.
I've never watched gameplay of it.
No. Ever since I got rid of my PS4, I don't really watch anything. I don't really watch anything, but yeah, guys, tomorrow I'm actually gonna get started painting on this table tonight. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have it all set up, and we did tell you guys that we would have it set up by this weekend, but we weren't filling it this weekend, so we needed some time to get
Yeah,
our
so
heads on
hopefully
straight.
either by tonight or sorry by
No, I'm doing it tonight because I have
no
nothing
by
else to do.
tomorrow's stream.
By tomorrow's stream, it'll be done. I'll need tonight to dry it anyway. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And with that said, this is Swaggy Dilly and Prince Lurp signing off. So have a good rest of the night, you guys, and stay home, stay safe.
See you
Bye.
guys.